Hey guys, Goody here, and before I go any further with this video, I want to take this opportunity real quick to thank all of you for subscribing to me. I mean, wow, 3,000 subscribers. I never would have imagined I'd hit a number like that in under a year's time. So thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you all for the kind words and feedback you've left on all my readings and everything else. So I know for the past few milestones I've done a Q&A, song parody, bloopers, but for this one I figured, what better opportunity to show my appreciation by involving you, the viewer. For the first time on my channel, I am very proud to announce a casting call for voice actors for my biggest reading to date. If you've been following me on Twitter, you know I've been teasing this for a bit already. The audio drama I will be producing this time will be a story entitled Love Letters, which is a Lyra Bond fic written by none other than my dear friend Scribbler. It's one of my favorite stories and happens to be one of her most favorite fics that she's written as well. There's so much emotion in this story, and I felt it deserved a high-quality production. And that is where you come in. In the description of this video, you will find the Google Doc containing all the information you'll need for this audition process. First and foremost, if you want a role in this story, it is very important that you read it first. Doing so will help you understand context and inflection with voicing the characters. If you dive right into the audition and start recording on a whim, it's very likely you'll miss these key details, especially due to the fact that this is a sad fic. So do bear that in mind as you continue on. The female roles available are Lyra Heartstrings, Bonbon, Sweetie Belle, Minuet, Twilight Sparkle, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Rarity, Derpy Hooves, Mrs. Cake, and Bonbon's mother. The male roles available are for Noteworthy, Spike, and Bonbon's father. As a side note, you may notice when you read the story that there are more characters that appear than who I have in the audition document. This is because the roles are so small that there's not much point to give them audition lines. However, if you don't receive a role for a character you audition for, there's a chance I may cast you for one of these minor characters if I think your audition was good enough. You'll also notice that Applebloom and Scootaloo appear briefly in this fic. While they are minor roles in story, feel free to send me a voice reel for them since they do have very distinguished voices. If you'd like to audition, please make sure you follow all the instructions on the document carefully. To summarize, here are some key points. First, make sure you record in a quiet space where there will be little to no background noise, and make sure you leave 5 seconds of silence at the beginning of your recording so I can gauge any background noise. Do about 3 takes of each line with different inflections so I can get a feel for your acting capabilities. Send your auditions in WAV or MP3 format. For the audition process, I will accept OGG files, but only for the auditions. If you get a role, I'm only planning on accepting files as the former 2 formats. Also, going to make this perfectly clear now. Do not send an audition as a YouTube video. If you do this, I will not watch it. This is because if you are selected for a role, you'll be sending me files, not videos. Now, if you audition and want to post a video up on your own channel, that's perfectly fine. In fact, I encourage you to do that. You never know, there might be someone else out there looking for voice actors too. Some of you might be curious if there are positions open for artwork. Actually, yeah. While I haven't thought too far ahead on video imagery, I'd love to feature some artwork in this story. If you're interested in contributing, email me some samples of your work, or your DeviantArt page if you have one. Email your auditions and any questions you may have to GutiusNarrates@gmail.com. Auditions will be due no later than Friday, February 12th at midnight. As in, when Friday turns into Saturday, auditions will be locked down. I know that confuses people a lot sometimes, so there you go. One last thing, bear in mind that because this is a rather lengthy story, I will be working on it over the course of 2016 alongside other projects I've got in the works. So don't expect it to come out like bang zoom gangbusters. I'm more about putting time, quality, and love into each audio drama I make, and it's something I feel truly pays off in the long run. And with what I have in mind, this story will be no exception. So yeah, I think that about covers all the basic info. Everything else you need, you can find in the doc in the description below. Thanks again, everyone, for your kindness and support, and for continuing to make this passion of mine greater every day. Ciao for now, and happy auditioning, everybody!